effects of abortion. We started talking about abortion. We said it is a deliberate removal of unfertilized ovum, or it is a deliberate removal of unborn child. So, what are the effects of abortion, or what are the results? It may lead to stillbirth, because when you are doing abortion, you might destroy some of the reproductive organs. So stillbirth is whereby you give birth to a child who's what? Dead. Also, it may lead to infertility, because after abortion, you might contract infections when you are doing abortion, and then you become infertile. You cannot be able to bring forth children. Also, it leads to fetal malfunction. Fetal is what you call, what do you pronounce it? Poetas, you say poetas, it's the unborn child. It's called fetal. Fetal what? Malfunction. You see those children who, not all of them. You see a child that is disabled, a born child who's has a what? Is disabled. Some of it is because of for abortion. You try to do abortion, you succeed, and then the next child does what? Has deformation, deforms. Also, another cause of abortion is may lead to, actually most people, if you do abortion, you have a premature birth. Premature birth is whereby you cannot carry a pregnancy to term. You do an abortion, first, your first child or your second or your third, you do abortion. After you do it, your next pregnancy might not reach to term. That means that you are pregnant, but you cannot go for the 9 months. You go like for 2 months, or you go 3 months. And then the child is what? The fetus cannot fully form as a child. Also, it risks death. Most of the girls die because of what? Abortion. Trying to do abortion. Also, the mother may be depressed, because that is killing a what? Killing a whole human being. So after you do abortion, most of the girls or the mother, not only girls, even women do it. There's depression, because you're feeling guilty. You terminated a life. Also, if your husband discovers that you've done an abortion, there's what? Separation or what? Divorce. How can the church help solve the evil of abortion in the society? Number one, the church condemns abortion because it is a sin. As we are told that sex is what? It's sacred. It is a gift from God and it should be kept holy. Also, the church provides guidance and counseling to the youth. Yes? The unmarried youth are given counseling, or they're given advices on how to take care of themselves so that they don't get what? Pregnant and then end up doing an abortion. Also, they create awareness that when you get yourself pregnant, yes, it is a blessing from who? From God. You should be able to carry it to term. Also, it provides skills to young mothers. If for a young mother, so that they can get rid of that stigma of girls wanting to do what? To do an abortion. If you're already pregnant and you give birth, all those girls who are young mothers are given advice by the church. They're supported by the church. So that in case there's another girl who gets pregnant, does not do what? Does not do abortion, just gives birth to a child. Also, the church uses mass media to educate the public on dangers of abortion. And this has taken place well, because even when we were rewriting the constitution, yes, they were against the bill that wanted to pass, whereby abortion should be what? Legalized. Another way that the church solves the evil of abortion is by providing sex education in schools and churches. Also, they hold seminars to share with the youth what problems they might be having. They also provide loans and financial help to young mothers, so that even if a girl gets pregnant when she's there, she's able to take care of the child. And then they also educate the parents to love their children and accept them when they get pregnant. Because why do girls do pregnancy? Why do they do abortion? Why do girls do? What are the causes? One of the causes of pregnancy, or the biggest cause of pregnancy, the large amount of girls who ask, why did you do abortion? It's because they're scared of their what? Their parents. So the church teaches the parents to accept the mistakes the children do. It's not a mistake. They accept their children as they are. They love them. They forgive the girls who might get pregnant. That is what the church teaches the parents. Also, they preach to the young people, you and the young girls, you should be able to uphold right morals. Yes? And also, they fight some of the sexual immorality like prostitution, because it is one of the leading causes of abortion. So, causes of abortion or unplanned pregnancy, we talked about it the other time, we're just going through it, is prostitution. If you are prostitute, and I told you prostitute is not whereby you go to the brothel and you buy, no. Prostitute is whereby if you have a girl, you have to buy for her donut there, and then you do what? When you close school, you have what? Sexual intercourse. You are prostitutes. Both of you are prostitutes, because you're exchanging sex for what? With a payment of bread, a payment of donuts that you're buying there. So therefore, one of the causes of unplanned pregnancies is what? Prostitution. Another one is adultery. Adultery is whereby you're having sexual intercourse with, you're already married, but you're having sexual intercourse with someone who's not your married partner. When you get pregnant, you'll be, because you're scared of your husband, both of you are going to participate in abortion. Also fornication. Fornication, I told you, is sex before marriage. So today, if you get a girl pregnant, that is, you fornicated. So one of the causes of unplanned pregnancies is fornication. Also rape, incest. We talked about this. Also failure of family planning methods. Did I tell you, when you use a family planning method, even if it's artificial or the natural one, when you use it, it can fail. Most of the time it fails. So if it fails, you'll have unplanned what? Pregnancy. Also, breakdown of moral values causes unplanned pregnancies. And when you don't have strong moral Christian morals, if you don't have Christian morals, you're going to sleep. You're going to engage in fornication when you're young. So, reasons why there's campaign for the girl child education. Because now, that's why you hear all of the time, the girl child is appalling. There is no any time in this African country, this is Kenya, this is a third world country. I don't think we'll even reach a time whereby the male child and the girl child will be the same, no matter what law has been passed. That's why we are talking about why there is a campaign for girl child education. If today your parents don't have, they are challenged financially, and both of you are in Form 3, you and your sister in Form 3, your sister will be told to drop out and go work at the city, yes, because they can only afford the school fees for the what? The boy. I've never seen an instance whereby the boy is told to do what? To drop out of school. Especially most of the girls are not continuing with education after Form 4 or after Class 8 because their parents feel like they don't have to educate the girl, can be married off and they benefit from it. And then they end up educating the who? The son. Also, in most cases, look at your family. Can you come back to class, young man? If in your family, your sister dropped out or did not go to the university or to a college so that she can help with the bills at home, most of the time what I've seen, and I've even seen it on social media, whether you are a girl or a boy, the sister usually gets the education, is funded even the university by this girl who went to work. And then when you work and you get money, you start discriminating the one who was doing what? Working. You ask them, why are you not educated? You don't even want to pay school fees for the what? The sister who did what? Educated you. I don't know why it happens. Because someone was sacrificed so that you can go through your what? Your education. Look at what your sister, you might not have sat on at that meeting wherever your parents discussed with your sister or your brother and told him you cannot go to college or you cannot go to high school. You have to go to, I'm giving an example, to a town, and you start working as a what? Domestic manager. You start working in the industry so that you pay school fees for your brother. And then you, the brother, when you grow up, you forget. Still in this generation, you forget. And then you start discriminating your sister or your brother, his wife. You keep on telling them, why are you here, why are you poor? You don't even want to help. Yet, she sacrificed or he sacrificed. Actually, I was reading about it on this, and I was shocked. And it went back, it dawned on me, I went back to where I'm working here. How many students here call their brother, their sister? They call them so that they can be sent for money, and they're sent for money. Every other time, yet you're here in school and you're not doing what? Working hard. You're here in school, you're sleeping. And someone cannot even buy the latest phone that they want if they want an iPhone 17. They cannot buy it because they've given you all the money. They've sacrificed. Yet you yourself, you don't want to sacrifice. You want 2 days of what? Entertainment. To sleep. No school has 2 days of entertainment, by the way, in Kenya. You see? Only the people who are not educated, who are not here to study. I told you about yourself, you see? I told you. It was not like this. So what changed? What has changed? I'm asking myself, why are people changing? Because you know why you came to school. You had the privilege of finding a good principal and he gave you 1 day of what? Entertainment. The other one you can have from 4 on Sunday, from 4 to 5. So you can do music. You are practicing all the time at the DH. I don't know why. And these things are going to affect you later, but you do you. You do you. You do you. If that is what you want, it will be done to you. Of course. Because it's a different generation. But someone is sacrificing for you to be here. Someone is paying even for what I'm teaching you right now. But what are you? Don't be influenced by people who are not here to read. They are lying to you, they are under drugs, they are here under drugs. And you know your background. You know you are the hope of your family and you're here. Yet you do not want to work hard. You don't want to make the right choices. I also like music. If I can only tell you how I like music, you'll be shocked. I like entertainment more than you. I can pay a lot of money to see a musician I like. So I like entertainment like that more than you. But I know where to draw the line. I know where to draw the line. If I don't work, that means I won't have income to feed myself.